Greetings, Wealth Nation. It is yours truly, the founder of the Black Business and Finance Group, Alton D. Walden III. Welcome again to your wealth building strategy session. Listen, we have a special treat for you in the building on this evening. We have Queen Stephanie A. Wynn herself in the building, author, writer. She helps you to write books. She gets on me about writing a book. In the building on this evening, we're talking about a financial strategist, a business strategist, speaker. I mean, her extensive bio is absolutely amazing, family. I told you I only bring the best in the building. And so I'm going to share her backdrop with you just in a few. What I need you to do, if you be so kind, for those of you watching on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button. Also hit that notification bell as well. So when we go live, you get this powerful content. Okay. And also with those of you who watching from Facebook, please make sure you share and invite. And also put in the comment block your business and what city and state you're tuning in from. That'll be great. Again, what city and state you're tuning in from. That'll be great. We get ready to kick the session off. We do apologize. Okay, sometimes things come up. I know we said we're going to start at 6 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. Okay, but things happen. But we here right now. We on the stage. Okay, it's getting ready to go up in the Black Business and Finance Group. Hey, yes, sir. All right, we getting ready to kick this off, family. We're getting ready to kick this off right here and right now. How you doing, Stephanie?
Sorry.
Okay, no problem.
Thank you so much, Alton, for allowing me to be here. I appreciate being going live tonight in the Black Business and Finance Group. Thank you so much. I'm super excited for this interview.
We definitely are excited too. You know, as I was telling everybody, I mean, you know, using the financial industry, we're talking about Chase, JP Morgan. You work with some high profile investors.
Yes.
Okay. Now you're a speaker, you're an author, you know, you help other authors to write their books.
Yes.
I mean, you have a lot going on over there. I seen you were actually on a book tour too, going around and helping various authors in numerous cities to bring out the information from their mind on paper.
Right.
I mean, talk to us about this journey. I mean, tell us about yourself.
Okay. So welcome everybody. My name is Stephanie A. Wynn. I'm the author of co-author of the Ready, Set, Go, A Simple Guide to Establishing a Successful Small Business. And this little gem here. So Ready, Set, Go is the reason why I wrote this book based on my past experience with being an entrepreneur. At the age of 23, I started my very first ice cream shop. And so there was no point of reference. There was no grants or funding available in my community for African American Black women. So it was really hard for us to get like media coverage, marketing, branding. But I knew I wanted to open up this business. I knew I wanted to impact and empower my people in my community. So I started my ice cream shop, and then from there, that's where that drive for entrepreneurship started. Like I really wanted to help our community with starting a business. So fast forward, I started working in the financial services industry for JP Morgan Chase. That was my dream job. It was actually in the retirement plan the retirement services department where I started. And so
Mm-hmm.
from there, I learned everything about trading, foreign exchange, like that's where like my career really took off. And so I worked for a lot of high end financial advisors and learned a lot along the way. But I still had that drive in my belly, like you get that drive and that desire to be an entrepreneur. And
Absolutely.
so here we are. But the ice cream shop is what started it all, specifically for me to write this book, Ready, Set, Go.
Mm-hmm.
Um, a lot of people kept asking me, Stephanie, how did you start the business? What did you do? And so I was like, you know what? I need to put this book together, a simple guide. I want to make it simplistic because you read a lot of business books out here and it tells you, well, okay, to get the information, go get my next book and then read this book and go get another book. And so I
Mm-hmm.
wanted to keep it really simplistic for our startups. And so a lot of people don't like working with startups because startups are so needy. The reason why startups are so needy is because they don't have a point of reference. They need simplistic tools and resources to get them from point A, B, and C. So that's why we created Ready, Set, Go, a
Mm.
simple guide to establishing a successful small business. And in the guide, we talk about time management, your support team, retirement, saving for retirement, social media, branding. So everything that we are experiencing now, I talk about it in the book. Remember, one thing about marketing, no matter how technology evolves, marketing will always be marketing. If nobody knows that you exist as an entrepreneur or an author, nobody's buying into what you're selling. So
Absolutely.
my goal during this journey, I was diagnosed with Crohn's disease, and that's an inflammatory bowel disease where it affects your digestive system. And so my goal is to help 7 million people write and publish their book and
Love it.
take
Big
their book.
dream, big vision.
Yes, big vision. You got to think big, think big. So to do that, my goal is just not for them just to write a book and sell book copies, but for them to truly take their book and start a business. Because being an author, it is truly a business, and a lot of authors, they don't know that maybe they can become a consultant, a speaker, a coach, but before they do any of that, they need to have a plan. And so a lot of authors don't have a plan.
Absolutely.
They're just so busy. They just want to get the physical copy. And then once they get the copy, like, what do I do after that? So I want to change the narrative. So I decided to go on a nationwide tour with the workshop series that I'm hosting this quarter, which is I published my book, Now What? It's a masterclass for authors, and it's really an intensive workshop. It's 2 days. Um, Hello, LeVar. So yeah, so my goal is to just help empower the authors. Even if you're an aspiring author, if you are a emerging author, or if you're going through the publishing process, this masterclass will help the authors in on their journey. So yeah, I'm super super excited about that.
Now, for an individual like myself
Hmm.
who do not like to write,
Hmm.
well, see, she now we got this connection. You understand? Because
Yes.
it's just like she told my queen. She's like, I'm trying to get him to write this book.
Yes. Because
And I'm like, man, I said all that typing, that discourage. I'll be honest with you, that's something I got to work on. So, so talk to us. How would you go by helping individuals like myself who, I'm not with all that writing.
Right. So what I did, Alton, thank you for that question. I
You're welcome.
created a lot of authors are where you are. Like, they don't like to write. They don't even know where to begin. They don't know where to start.
That is
So
so true.
again, my goal is to help the aspiring writer, the aspiring author, to have a point of reference. So that's
Mhm.
why I created a how-to guide, how to write and publish your book in 30 days, a guide for individuals who don't know where to start, but it will help
Hmm.
you get an overview of, okay, I need a book summary. I
Hmm.
need a chapter outline. Simplistically, like it's not long and drawn out. These are questions that I ask you so that you can like, okay, now I get it. So this how-to guide is simplistic. It comes with a workbook, so you can, as you're going through reading the ebook, you
Hmm.
can jot your notes down, and you'll end up with your marketing plan, you'll end up with your book summary, you'll also end up with like a book publishing checklist, because a lot of times authors are like, well, what do I need?
Hmm.
Right? What
That's
do
the
I
truth.
need to do? What do I need to have during the publishing process? And
Hmm.
so I talk about this in this ebook, and it's so vital that we have build a solid foundation first when you're writing, so that you're not all over the place, right? So I'm just super excited, and I'll put the link to the ebook. But also I also have Alton, and I talked about it before we went live, is the 8 tips on how to publish a book, right? It's a
Hmm.
complete simple guide. That's a freebie. You guys go ahead and grab that, because it's gonna save you so much time. I promise you. My goal
Hmm.
is to make things simplistic for our community, so that it's not so complex. Like I truly believe like you can do things simplistically and get a lot accomplished by just putting simple, just meeting people where they are.
Hmm.
Asking those thought-provoking questions. If you're starting a business, like, do you have the attitude to run a business, right? If you're writing a book,
Hmm.
you know,
Hmm.
what is the purpose of your book? Is your purpose just for you're just writing this book for hobby purposes, or are you writing a book to truly transform people's lives?
Hmm.
Right? So those are some things that you want to ask yourself. If it's to transform lives or to impact people or a community of people, then now, okay, now you know that it needs to be some type of how-to guide or a self-help guide. And if it's a memoir, we know that, okay, we break it down in chunks. You don't have you If you have 45 minutes extra a day, use that time for writing.
Hmm.
You don't have to overwhelm yourself. Oh, I don't, what if I get writer's block? There, in my opinion, there's no such thing as writer's block when you have a story to tell,
Go ahead and talk to me.
right? So,
Talk to
so
me.
if you have it could just be 30 minutes a day or 60 minutes, whatever that looks like for you, but you don't have to like put so much pressure on yourself to get this book done. Set a goal. I'm going to write this book in 30 days and get it done.
Hmm. Wow, that is awesome. I like the fact that you come with the solutions,
Mhm.
because all the things you addressed, and family, for those of you who do not know, okay, I am a free styler, okay, and I am very serious about what I'm saying. She actually hit on all the things, and she and I didn't even discuss it. It was like she was reading my mind.
Mhm.
The whole time she was talking, because my wife and I, we had this conversation. A lot of things I was talking to my wife about me with the book. You were actually addressing it, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Things like, man, what? Because I'm a straight to the point person.
Right.
So I appreciate what you're doing, because see, you can help pull it out of individuals like me,
Mhm.
because I'm so straight to it,
Mhm.
to where that's what, to be honest with you, that's another a challenge I find, because I'm like, how am I gonna feel? What I'm saying? Like, how am I gonna fill this thing up?
But here's the thing.
I'm just being honest with you. I
Right.
be wondering, like, how am I going to fill this
Mhm.
book up?
Mhm. But here's the thing, Alton. So it doesn't have to be a fit. It could be a ebook for that matter in the beginning, right?
Hmm.
Until you and your ebook may be 30 pages or 20 pages, but you get straight
Oh,
to
I
the
don't know.
point
You
of
may
what
have
you're
to
trying to say.
subtract a little more for me. Okay, coach. Okay, coach. I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it go.
So let's say it's 10 pages. It's still a digital product, but you've gotten to the point. You've gotten your point across. So I'm like, I'm simplistic too. Like Money said no. So let's just say you have a book about how to survive. What do you do after you get out of the military?
Mm-hmm.
Right, a how-to guide of a survivor guide after the military. Well, maybe you give them 10 tips. So those 10 tips will be straight to the point, but it's impactful. So now you may want to elaborate. It may be a page and a half.
Mm-hmm.
Now you got an ebook,
Hmm.
right?
You know, I do have to ask you this before I lose my thought, Coach. What do you say to people
Mm-hmm.
that feel like, why do somebody why is somebody going to listen to me? You see what I'm saying? Like, what about situations like that? Like, okay, who want to listen to me? Like, who want to hear my story? Like, what do you say to individuals like that? That they have a story, but for some reason in their mind they just feel like, well, my life is boring. Like, who want to listen to me? Like, I'm not a superstar. What
Right.
would you have to say to people like that?
So for those people, so we got to get out of our own way, right? That's the fixed mindset, right? So anytime you're going to venture out on anything, whether it's writing, starting a business, same question they ask in business. Well, why would somebody want to buy from me? Do you actually think somebody's going to buy my product or service?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. If it's of need, that's why you test your story. We all have a story, right? So
Mm-hmm.
maybe your story, is how you unpack your story. But the key is to start feeding the people something about your story. It could be something as simple as, like, for me, okay, I was an author. I published my book in 2017. I was afraid. What if nobody buys my book? What?
Mm-hmm.
They will buy the book, because guess what? This book is a simple guide to helping someone start their business. So if you believe in yourself enough to know that you can write this book, people will listen to you to talk about your story. Now, writing the book is one thing, but you could
Mm-hmm.
take this very book and
Mm-hmm.
turn it into a business. So let's just say, to answer your question, you may say, well, why would somebody listen to me? Well, that's how you're going to unpack your story and start speaking and selling your book as you speak. So after you speak, you sell your book. So
Mm-hmm.
now maybe somebody pay you to speak, and then they're going to allow you to sell your book. So now you're selling your book. And what if someone say, hey, Alton, do you offer coaching services? Hey, do you mentor people? Do you coach people?
Mm-hmm.
Now, okay, they want everything that you're selling because you delivered such a good speech that now they've bought into what you're selling, because it's
Mm-hmm.
your true, authentic story. See, nobody can take your story away from you, because it's your story.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't bought, it wasn't paid for. It's your story, right? So you got to get out of your own head by saying, what if nobody will listen to me? They're going to listen to you,
Mm-hmm.
because you're the expert at what it is that you're talking about, right? So they're going to listen.
Absolutely.
They're going to
Absolutely. Excellent answer. Excellent. Come on, everybody. Come on. Come on. Come on now. Get Coach Steph. Give him some love. Give him some love. And we have a question out in the audience. Brother
Okay.
LeVar, he said, where do I start to write an ebook?
All right. So, LeVar, what you want to do is you want to grab the how-to guide, how to write. Let me see here. Did I put it in the chat, Alton? Hold on. So what you want to do, LeVar, is
I
get
can
your
put it out there for you.
okay. Um,
I could put it on the
That's the
banner.
free. That's the 8 tips on how to publish a book, a complete checklist for writing and publish a book. But I have something for you, LeVar. There is a book, an ebook that I created for, you know, how to write an ebook. It's a book or ebook in 30 days. It's the same principle, whether it's a paperback or ebook. But the first thing it starts with is your mindset. That's the first thing. Your mindset. Like, where do you start? Start with your mind. If you're ready to start the writing process, LeVar, okay, what does that look like? How soon do you want to how long is it going to take you to write this book? Do you have there's 3 things that is going to be required of you with writing a book. Number 1 is going to be effort. You got to put forth effort. Number 2, time. You got to put time in. But if you can't put number 1 and number 2 in, effort and time, don't waste your money. Because it's going to writing a book is going to require those 3 things: investing in your book, your brand, and the business, effort and time. But effort and time is the most important things. And I teach you about time planning, right? So yes, effort, time, and we know we have to invest. So I have a free checklist of 8 tips on how to publish a book. It's a complete checklist for writing and publishing your book. Now, if you want to go further, let me give you the link for how to
I put it out there in the comments.
okay.
Both of the links that you sent me are out there.
Okay. So there's another one too, Alton. I'm gonna do this. I'm sorry.
No, you fine.
Now, this is the how to write a book in 30 days. So, LeVar, grab this one because this is where you can start. This is the starting process. It gives you your book summary, your checklist, your publishing checklist, your marketing strategy. You have all of this in this ebook. So I'm gonna send this over now. That's the how to publish a book, how to write a book in 30 days. I just put it in the private chat, Alton.
Okay, got you.
Ray
I'm copying and pasting it right now.
Oh, you're so welcome, Brother LeVar. Hey, Ray. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for tuning in. Those tuning in, thank you all so much. Ray said he needs that. Yeah. So remember, writing is going to require 2 things, which is effort and time. Those are the most important things. You got to put forth effort. You got to put forth an effort. LeVar said he's not able to see anything.
It's in the comments, LeVar, because I know you and I are friends on Facebook. If you go in the comment, you'll be able to see it.
Yes. Yes.
The link is there on the page because I'm seeing it right now, even in the chat.
Yes.
It's showing up. So
yeah. So that's and you know the one another thing too, like we all have a story to tell. And I think now is the time with COVID happening last year and still lingering this year. We have work to do. We got to put
yes, we do. Absolutely. So please talk to the sisters out there because I mean, as my wife had discussed with you prior to us coming on the platform, I personally feel like, our queens need some encouragement.
Yes.
So I would love for you to take out a little time to encourage them, and then thereafter, we can close it out. You can share what platforms you on and things of this nature. Okay. But please talk to our sisters out there because you've accomplished a lot in your life as a Black woman. Okay. And I know that they need to hear it from you.
Yes. Yes. So this is for, and not just our queens, our brothers too, because I believe we all need uplifting and encouraging and empowering. I don't like to say motivating because motivation is just temporary, but we need help with empowerment and transformation. So, with publishing my book, like I said, I was diagnosed with Crohn's disease. And prior to me being diagnosed with Crohn's disease, I lost 2 daughters. So adversity during this journey, you're going to go through adversity. There's going to be some challenges. And so what I had to do was know that I couldn't give up. I couldn't give up because I knew, number one, I had 2 sons that depended on me. And number two, I knew that this journey, my adversity, it was about me, but it really wasn't about me. It was for somebody who needed to hear how I overcame the adversity. So as I went on this journey and the diagnosis came through, the deaths of my children came through, I kept going and I kept pushing through. But
Wow.
one thing I did know for a fact that I needed to have, and I had to be spiritually grounded, and that's mind,
Mm-hmm.
body, and spirit, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not talking about religion. I'm talking about your mind first, because remember,
Mm-hmm.
your mind is the strongest vessel on our body. So whatever
Mm-hmm.
you feed your mind, what flows through your stomach into your organs and everything. And so we
Mm.
have to be real careful what we intake. Remember, we have assignments and there are attachments, right? We have a lot of things that we may attach to that aren't good for us, right? And so sometimes our journey is for us, you individually. Your journey is your journey. Now, the universe will send the people that you need to get along your journey, but remember, it's still your journey. And we have to uplift each other. We have to stop trying to compete with each other. It's enough wealth for everyone to sit at the table. But before sitting at the table, we definitely have to have our mind right. We have to be mind, body, and spirit connected. Because if your mind is fixed and nobody can tell you anything, then you can't grow. So
Mm.
what is a fixed mindset? That's the person who self-sabotage everything. Success should have happened to me by now. Everybody else is being successful. Sometimes the reason why you haven't gotten further along is because it's not your time.
Mm-hmm.
And because it's not your time, it's not to say that it's not coming. It's just that you have to work while you wait.
Mm.
So in preparation of getting ready for that door to open,
Go ahead, sis.
God, He's not going to allow you to pour into people and you're not ready. If you're broken, busted, and disgusted, He's not going to allow you to pour into other people. He's not going to allow the business to flourish right now because you're in what's called the processing phase. So, you know, I had a
Mm-hmm.
discussion with someone. They said, I want to speak. Okay, well, do you have all the tools ready and necessary to speak? Do you have a speaker one sheet? Do you have a media kit? Do you have your presentation together? So when the people call you, what are you going to talk about when you speaking? Are you just going to
Mm-hmm.
get up there and speak and talk about free, do it off the dome? So what are you going to give the people to follow when you're speaking? And then are you going to give them something that's of value? So see, we can't keep saying I never get an opportunity. You have to create your own opportunities. You just have to work while you wait and be clear on what it is that you're doing. Am I going to
Mm.
write the book this year? If you're going to write the book, well, how long is that going to take? Only you know how soon you want to write this book. Only you know how soon you want to start the business. We're in October. We're in the final quarter of 2021. Everybody should be thinking about what they're doing for 2022 right now. Right now. What are your
Mm.
goals for 2022? Don't wait till January or December. Let's start now. So I want to say to my queens out here, if you're looking to start the business, start the business.
Mm-hmm.
Start preparing. Even if you're not looking to do a business, but you want personal development, remember, it first starts with the mind. It starts with the mind. So if you need personal development, you need a life coach, You need therapy, get you some help. It's okay. Just know that it's okay. It's okay to get help. But don't stay stuck in that rut of a fixed mind. I can't move far because, my marriage didn't work out, or I'm a single mom. And sometimes, Alton, what I've noticed is that we've learned so many bad habits,
Mm-hmm.
and that now we are in the point we have to unlearn and relearn,
Yes,
right? Words
absolutely.
have power. When we say, I'm a single parent, you say that long enough, you're going to always be single, right? So you have to watch what you say. If your goal is to be married someday, stop saying that you're a single parent. I'm a mother of 2 sons, and I will be married one day. Like, you have to speak it, right? So all I'm saying is we have to watch the words that we speak. We have
That's
to
right.
encourage others. And the key to success, Alton, is we have to serve others first before we
Mm-hmm.
ask. You got to serve people first before you ask.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I need your services. That's not good enough. Like, ask the person, is there anything I can do to help you, or do you need anything? We got to get into that servitude mindset, because if we serve each other, it's just going to make us that much more successful, right? So I'm just super excited about just helping
Wow,
our people,
this
like
is
our
awesome.
sisters, our brothers. Like, we got to stay strong in your mind. Number one, right? Number two, I'm gonna give you some three business tip takeaways. Number one, stay strong in your mind. Number two, you got to believe in yourself. Because if
Mm-hmm.
you don't believe in yourself, how do you expect anyone to believe in enough in you to buy into what you're selling? Whether it's you're writing a book, whether you're starting a business, you got to believe in yourself. And number three, it's time to execute the plan. Let's execute. Write the vision and make it plain and execute,
Mm-hmm.
right?
That's right,
So
sister.
that's my tips for today. And so if you want to follow me, I'm on social media, on LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, Stephanie A. Wynn. Wynn spelled Wynn. My website is stephanieawynn.com. If you are looking to write your book, set up a time to speak with me. You can click on book appointment. I answer DMs. Just let me know what you need help with. Again, if you want a starting point for Ray, LeVar, Carl, if you need a starting point for writing your book, grab the how-to guide, how to write your book in 30 days. The link is in the comments. And yeah, I'm super excited, Alton. Thank you so much for having me.
Hey, you know it. And here again, family, as we always do, we bring you quality content. Make sure you go follow our sister. Also, you have a clubhouse group.
Yes, I do. I have a clubhouse. It is called Jumpstart Your Business. Um, and you can find it under Stephanie A. Wynn. I will definitely, did I have the link? I'll put the link in the chat in the comments afterwards. But yes, I have and I just recently I'm starting my nonprofit, my foundation. It's the
All
Stephanie A. Wynn
right.
Foundation. It's to help underserved Black women who have been diagnosed with inflammatory bowel disease,
Wow.
with getting the help they need with their prescriptions. And I'll put the link in there too. I'm super excited about that. Again, like I said,
That's
we all
phenomenal.
have a story. We all have a story. I couldn't walk, I couldn't eat, I couldn't drive when I was
Wow.
diagnosed with Crohn's disease. So I am truly
You
a
are a miracle.
walking testimony, man. This is
Yes.
so remember, our health is our wealth. Health is truly our wealth, because if you're not healthy, how can you be anything to anyone else? Yes.
You got a lot of wonderful, wonderful feedback. I
Yes.
gotta, Brother LeVar said I would definitely buy the book.
Okay.
Queen Tanya said, love this. Thank you. Much
You're welcome,
success.
Tanya. You're welcome,
So
Tanya. Listen.
inspiring.
Yes,
Brother
Tanya. Yeah.
Carl. He said, good stuff, my sister.
All right.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Carl.
He said, that is right.
Yes.
Well, family, for all of you who tuned in, Brother Carl, King Ray, Baba Ray, I call him, my queen,
Yes.
Queen Tanya, as you were, King LeVar. Thank you so much for tuning in. Uh,
Yes.
Baba Ray, he said he's going to get the book.
Definitely. Yes.
Wonderful. Queen
Yes.
Tanya said truth.
Yes.
Yes, indeed. So, hey, family, make sure that you check us out. Let me put it up here in the actual display there.
And I'm
Make sure you come and join us in the Black Business and Finance group. We have quality people like Stephanie come on all the time.
yes.
Okay, we have wonderful content in the group. It's a private group.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, reason being is because certain information that we share
Mm-hmm.
is only for those who are sincere about it. I did that intentionally because if you're not willing to click a button to join a group that is giving you content that is going to catapult you to your next destiny,
Mm-hmm.
you're not ready.
Yep.
You're not ready. All right. So in there we have information like trust. Okay. Here we're dealing with generational wealth. We want to end generational broke. You
Yes.
understand? So we dealing with trust. Sister Stephanie, she talked about a foundation. We can talk about that. We can talk about that only in the private group. And we're going to talk about that. How that foundation can actually benefit you and your family
Yes.
as well to be able to have a wonderful tax-free shelter. Foundations.
Yes.
That's another one. All right. But anyway, we talk about these type of things inside of the group. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We share information to help you in regards to investing. We share
Mm-hmm.
that type of information. So we
Yes.
teach you how to gain, grow, sustain, and protect your wealth in the Black Business and Finance group.
Yes.
And we teach you how to start businesses right. Okay, so as Queen Stephanie talked about, this would inspire her too. When she started, she didn't have a blueprint. Well, you
Mm-hmm.
have individuals like herself, individuals like Baba Ray, who was on here. Okay,
Yep.
who he'd been in business about 30 years. Him and
Mm-hmm.
I did a presentation together too, and he shared business models, how to properly structure your business.
Yes.
You understand? Listen, some of us, we don't get business loans not just because we're Black. Sometimes we don't get it because of what we lack.
Hello.
Not just because we Black, but what we're lack. So what I'm talking about. I'm talking about establish your businesses right.
Mm-hmm.
How many of you have your business registered? How many of you have a Duns and Bradstreet number that you need in order for you to get business credit?
Right.
How many of you know that if you need certain lines of credit, that guess what? You can't just have just business credit. You need to have a seasoned business credit. Because if you don't have business credit for a certain period of time, you can't get the loan. See, we talk about things like that in the Black Business and Finance group. Come on, come on, join for free. Listen, we're going to give you the starter kit to help you because we understand our community. A lot of us are not privy to this information.
Right.
So we want to help you out. So just come and join the fiesta and
Yeah.
just come get the free content until you're ready to invest in your trust for your family.
Yes.
So you can have a tax-free shelter and it's legal. Some of you wondering how a lot of these individuals like Jeff Bezos, okay, and like Warren Buffett, if you wonder how these great wealthy individuals do it,
Mm-hmm.
it's because of individuals get that private information.
Yes.
But I'm gonna leave it there, family.
I
Thank
want
you
to
so much for
I want
tuning
to say
in.
something, Alton. That's one thing I learned about when I was at JP Morgan Chase about Warren Buffett, those big accounts, is that they get into tax-free sheltered products so that they can live the life that they want. right? So you're absolutely right. Absolutely right.
And
Definitely.
see, now I have a financial guru on here because now remember, she a woman of many gifts. You understand? You know, she talk about that authoring a lot. We gonna bring her in there to start talking about some of the finance stuff she know. So
Yeah.
you won't be the last. This won't be rather your last time on the
I
platform.
know. Thank you so much for letting me come in. I'm so happy and
You're
proud.
welcome. You're
Listen,
welcome.
everybody in this group, if you're in this group, this is a really good group. You know, I see that Alton is doing really good things for our community. We need this information. We need this information, and we don't have it. Again, like you said, we're not privy to a lot of this information, right? So this is good. This is good.
Wonderful. And we'll have Queen come back on. Make sure you look out for the announcement. I know she's a busy queen bee out there building her hive.
We'll be back. Thank you
You
all
know,
so much.
hey, you know it, no problem, Queen. Hey, family, you guys have a blessed evening. Remember, every Thursday we do the wealth building strategies at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you have a skill set that you believe will add value to somebody, please reach out to me. I would love to have you on the platform.
Mhm.
Okay, what we're doing is we want to empower people. And if you have a heart for people, as our sister stated, and you have an attitude of servitude, we would love to have you on the
Mhm.
platform.
Mhm.
As
Mhm.
long as you have a heart to give, you'll always have room and space in the Black Business and Finance Group. Because one thing I want to say to you in closing is that we don't just come in there and just talk. Mm-mm. We give you information that you can use in real life to help move you
Mhm.
in a positive level in your life. Okay,
Mhm.
it's not just a drop your link group. Okay, if you
Right.
if you if you're just trying to drop a link and go, then you can go. Okay,
Right.
we are here to help people to grow. We're not just
Mhm.
in there to drop links. Like she said, your hand shouldn't just only be out to receive, it should be out to give. Peace
Yes.
and love. Come and join us next Thursday, 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Facebook Live, same place, same station.
All right.